chill back under this tree here. Look a spot to my like. Chill out at times. Not upon the work. Hope you guys had a great Saturday. As for me, it was spent hibernating. You man, or hibernate in the daytime and come out at night to work. So we come to work, we don't come to jerk. You man, greetings and thing. Hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. They are chill back. You know, female will carry it up in my room, put the guard room. Yes. Some of them, some my power there. Go look closer. I'm gonna come look closer. Yeah. Them kind of do some work, one hotel nearby. Mm. You know. And then down the golf course, Constant Spring Golf Course. I think tonight in our Brian McKnight's concert, right at the Constant Spring Golf Club. Man, I think tonight. So, I don't know what time it will start. But today I used to say there, Liz. Sorry, Liz. Lisa called my name, LC. Sister Elsie is in the building. Greetings to you. Yeah, that's part of at work. I'm like to chill out under a certain tree until what you remember said the hotel them do some I don't know what them do, but them do some work over there. So they make some a lot of noise. But I said let me carry it in the guard room and go on the thing here, so that's fair. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. LC LC please. Okay, I shouldn't get that name the name them um confused. But to just there go and chill back. Let me say what I hibernate and work at night. So I never get a chance to check out the latest. Yeah man, big up yourself man. Yeah man, you came to mind. I was talking about you. However, I charity we were talking about you. So wait, when I see you and thing, but realize your time and the time when we are come out, come early bird, you know. I'm gonna tell them say 3 in the wee hours of the morning would be 4 for you. So I'm gonna tell them say you probably asleep. But I say good man, so you go and thing. Good man. But it's like for hang out. Yes. But just my life for hang out in nature. I feel more relaxed, at peace. I don't know, it does something to me. And probably the same thing for you guys out there. You know, being, for many of us live in the city, Kingston, whatever city you may be in. Sometimes it's good to go into nature and relax and wind from the hustle and bustle of the city life until and I think my last night's live stream I was talking about Motor Baruch and say how come the man didn't wear shoes because it is beneficial for him to walk with his foot on the ground. And I said, when we wear shoes, we're being insulated from the ground. So your foot in the shoes, and then your shoes on the ground, so you're insulated. You know, get to um, let off that energy, built up energy in the body back into the earth, and is a transfer. Yeah, do. That's why, for example, um, okay, hold on. I'm trying to turn on the brightness for my phone. Yeah, adjust myself. Big up yourself, man. Person who just entered into the chat. Big up yourself. Come on, greetings to you too. I didn't get a chance to put up my favorite word, greetings. Thank you for that. I don't know what. There was a doctor man, I think either from I think a Nigerian when COVID had come out. He tell everybody on his compound to that work for him not to wear shoes. And because of they walking around barefooted, it was beneficial for them health wise because all our nerve ends is either in our hand or our foot. So when you have the massage, you rub your hand, you get certain neggings, you know. Those who do acupuncture who understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not an expert in it, but from your hand to your foot, when you walk barefooted, it does something to the body. So for a man like Muta Baruka to be walking barefoot footed for so long a time, from I was a youth till now, as an adult myself, he has always been like this in Jamaica. And he, when he meantime to a building, him clean off him foot. Probably I'm having wipes and him wipe off him foot and so forth. You know, clean it up. You know, just leave it up like that. Come like phone. Something shift. Something shift. Um, for the healing place that sometimes the signal just be away. Mm-hmm. So there, man, I think it. Greetings, my brother. Blessed love to you, Rabban. Pick up yourself, brother. Nice having you. Yeah, mama, feel we should be close with nature. There's a saying we use, or we say sometimes, um, cleanliness is godliness, but some at times I wonder why some people were shift away from that. You know, when I walk, I have my if I eat a bubble gum, I don't throw the wrapper on the ground. I keep it in my bag. When I reach home or I reach a garbage bin, I dispose of it. And then I'm gonna give you an example. See, I have the gum, yeah, I have the paper in my pocket. So if I'm gonna finish the gum, I put the gum in the paper and then I throw it away. I don't know, but I see some things where some people not being appreciative of Mother Earth, the land where we reside on now, but take care of itself. But we who are here should take care of this beautiful planet of ours. You know, like the interaction in the chat. You know, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, can't be on this. I'm gonna try something on my phone, but it's not work. Okay, Amanda mom is in the building. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Amanda mom. You know, feel wow. You guys make me feel a special kind of way. Normally, it would be me. and a bunch of, I use a Bible name, Philistines. This morning, or what time I do my life? About 3 o'clock. 3 in the morning. I come upon the work, night shift. I come to do my life, then between this time or 12, 1, 3, thereabout. Then somebody asked me, was God created in the chat? And I said to myself, God wasn't created. Oh, thank you so much, my gosh. Wow, that warms my heart. That warms my heart. My. As I said that, a song just come to mind. Mine. Jesus is mine. Mine ever ready, mine ever steady. Mine. Jesus is mine. Jesus alone is mine. Amen. Yeah, at times, some people come here when I really talk about religion, I'll just read the word and the experience for me have walking this life and the things that I have seen God has done for me. I have to talk about it, but some people are not appreciative of the facts that what God has done for you. Them want to hear about something else. Hope you guys are hearing me. Oh, yeah, man, I was saying about Baruch, although he walks barefooted, he it does something to his body because when we wear shoes and slippers, we're insulated from the earth. We should interact with the earth. Like for example, when we go to the beach and we walk on the sand, it does something to the body. But I believe we over time we get so accustomed to wearing shoes and things, but we should find a way how we should be interact with Mother Earth, whether we're walking on it and we feel it, feel the earth under your foot. Because, and I said earlier too about a Nigerian doctor who said that everybody that works for him should, as they reach the compound, they should leave their shoes by the gate and walk barefooted. And it is he did some documentation about what took place. It was when COVID came. He's a doctor from Nigeria, and I was them telling me that interact with TikTok. I don't remember the name of that Nigerian doctor, but everybody on the compound that worked for him, even his own mother, he suggested to her, and everybody was doing quite well with their health, because they were closer, walking on the compound barefooted, you know, feeling the moisture, if you're walking on the grass, you know, yeah, it's good one. No, that's why I'm saying nothing beats interacting with Mother Earth, with nature. Just like how we benefit by eating the luscious fruits, we should. I did something I proved for myself. I don't know what will happen. And there's another compound I work on. And I felt a way. I just sit by the tree and lean back on it. And I felt a different feeling came over me. So, wow. That's why I know for a fact. So when we interact with nature, it does something to the body. You you are more relaxed. Remember, most of us live into the city. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica, so I'm in the city. So when I come to um, experience nature, I gravitate towards it. Yeah, man. We talk things that we know of. We don't talk things that we don't know of. You know. So that's why I use Muta Baruka because he's a Jamaican like myself, and he's been walking. I've been trying to do it. I've been trying my best to do it, to walk barefooted. But why am I tell you the truth? Sometimes you touch when you walk on the road and it hit the pavement, it can be real hot. So you have to probably he drives, so but when he comes out of his vehicle, he has to hit the walk on the wherever he goes. He parks his vehicle and he walks about. Okay, yeah, man. Thank you for that, Rabon. You used to live near an almond tree with the rest of man always under the tree, burning on the trunk. Okay, wow. I can't fix this brightness on the phone here. Once I touch anything, it'll go try and misbehave. Let me see something. Let me see something. I can't adjust the brightness so I can get to see it. Okay, yeah, I can't see the right even. Yeah, man. It's a good thing, man, to interact with nature. I used to live in Elsha for quite some time. I was living in Elsha before I left there. I came back into Kingston. So I I saw firsthand the the degradation of the coastline and the Elsha beach. I remember when you know it was not like what it is now, and I see all the sea want to claims back where it never used to come. No, man, to walk barefoot is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. All right. All right. It's like when we work at night. We know that the night dew falls. So when I'm walking, I'm doing my patrol. I take off my shoes and walk, but I don't do it while I'm on the front where the residents can see me. I do it when I'm to the back. They won't see me walking on the lawn, and you feel your foot is getting moist by the night dew because night dew falls in upper St. Andrew, so you can feel the moisture. When you walk in the grass, you feel it. Because the night dew falls, you feel it. And it's good, man. It's good. All right. You know that if you leave a house unoccupied for a while, the house start to deteriorate. Why? Because it's human beings when we breathe, like I'm in this garden here, when we breathe out the air we breathe out, carbon dioxide, whatever, it does something to the building. We give off a certain energy and the building that we we are at, it keeps it. Yeah, man. No, something good, man. Truly. And something to just look into it for yourself. Alright, a while ago, before I did my live stream, I just came to work, and this hill when I work, I have to walk on this hill, and it's really if you want to build a leg muscle, I won't disclose the location, but it's a good nice walk. And a bit uphill me I come. I'm reach here, me have to sit down man and drink some water because my leg them really gets a nice workout. But in the morning when I go down, because I'm going to be going down so fast. But it's good when I sit by the tree, it just came to me. And I said, that's why I say I put the word in the description, just sitting beside the tree. But I couldn't continue the live from that vantage point because, as I said, there's a hotel across from this property. So the sounds that they were making is going to interfere with the live stream. But it's good, man, honestly. Good to interact with nature. And it helps keep your balance, as Rabban said. And it's good for your mental faculties as well. Oh, go on. I'm up on a live stream. Up on a live. And that thing is down there. Oh, yeah, come up here, sir. Oh, okay. Hold on there, hold on there. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, a resident came up and was saying something to me. Okay, I must say, I get so used to reading but the things on the laptop that's when they come on the screen, man. I don't read what you said over here, so yes, sister. Okay. When we wear shoes, we tend to wear them left, right, and one side gets lower than the other side, so we end up with back pain more often. Okay, well, we are going to have more info than me. Wow, I'm going to do some more research on this, but on a whole, interacting with nature is wonderful. You, I like when sometimes it's been a while I don't go to Portland. Portland is one of my favorite parishes. I love to go there um, to just bask in the with nature. You know, whether swimming in the river up here Portland there. I love Portland because I have friends from that parish, so I spend most times up there and swimming some blue holes. If you But I suggest if you can angle yourself in the water, I'm not tell you guys to do it. It's a risky thing, but if you can angle yourself in the water, no problem. We do it because we are we are trained, trained in that area. But if you're not certified, in that area, don't do it. Yes, I remember when before that years before me get certified in that, you know, in swimming. My friend's aunt saw us and she stopped the bus because there was a jolly bus, leaving out of the parish at the time, and she was coming into Kingston. She stopped the bus and she ordered all of us to go back up to the yard because we leave from Kingston, come down here and want to, hurt ourselves. you know, respect Joe. We listened to her and we did what she said. But it's a beautiful thing, man. Okay. Come on. Nature is a beautiful thing if you interact with. That's why sometimes I get quite upset when I say, "Oh, this must have been common one time on Jamaica to walk barefoot." Man, right now, all right. When I was, because St. Mary is not far from Portland, not, to some extent, not really far away. When I was a boy and we went to St. Mary, close to the point where you can go to Portland, because you have to pass where we were and then you get into Portland. And when I went to the school, like, went to visit a friend, at the time we were like, I was on a break a while from school, but you were in the parish or in the district, so to speak. I went to the school and I saw kids were walking barefoot and them hide up themselves with coconut oil. And I do the kid walking barefoot into school. When you look on him foot clean. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, walking barefoot is good because enough the kids them back then when I was a youth growing up and we visited in St. Mary. Not for them, it wasn't a luxury for them to have shoes. And go when them have special occasions, some of them wear shoes and some don't. So it's like it has a balance, out, especially if the parents had more than one of them. Some would wear and some won't. So it then balance it out. Okay, yeah, man, YouTube princess, you can do that. It is good, man. Look. When I watch, um, let me see. There are some tribes, still that are not in the civilized thing in Africa. Rabban says, if we real, if you realize how back when we used to go to school and we take off our shoes and walk in the rain, we didn't get sick. That is true. Because it's like, I believe your body, until you open yourself up to nature, you don't really affect you. It really affect you like that. Um, yes, Rabban, that's pretty correct. Yeah, man, I remember seeing it, man. I was kind of shocked, but I couldn't make it look nowhere. And it was an upper hill, the school that up a little slope. And I went up there and I brought something to give on a friend. Like he left it, and like a neighbor was saying to me, if you have follow so and so go past school, get them this to me. And I said, okay. I'm gonna follow them, go up there and turn, go up the pathway with the school there and go up a little slope and see the school up there. Go into the school compound and handed it to them, and then I exit, walk back. The same part, like the school is on the right, so I walk, and at the same I walk back on my left hand side, going back where we lived. You still see people um, interacting with nature. You have a tribe, and then them a hunt, them cook as a community. Like when them talk, and them a make some song them with them tongue, and them a talk. It's a beautiful feeling, beautiful feeling. And I want to tell you right now, same parish of St. Mary. So come next to people, you have some people still live like that. You have some people out there right now, they don't have indoor bathroom when they are bathe outside, right in nature. So only thing they might have as lock up as a part of like bathroom is the is toilet, but bathroom outside. So sometimes you can see all your neighbor if them are bathe outside, especially when you have a big property. Because some of my friends, them have big properties there, and them have what you would have called it, gully, but it's still land. Then the land is a hill, so the land kind of gone way down and thing. So I like them type of living them on. You get to interact with nature. You have the whole heap of trees in your yard. You breathe in the fresh air. You want to look the other way to live in a St. Mary or where my family them have their property. Them have a lot of tangerine and mandarin and oranges there. So I get up in the morning, I'm gonna just walk, I'm gonna just pick off a mandarin off of the tree and you know, peel it, eat it. And there was a little in the yard, there's a little river. Not a like a small little river. People still shower outside, man. People still do it. Um, my girlfriend, she tend to like doing that. But now that we wear shoes every day, our immune system depends on the protection of the foot, sorry, shoe, and the natural immune process. Yeah, that is correct. But so we have to find a way to break that chain of break that chain of walking in shoes. I think I saw something, they were a type of shoes were made out of certain material, more close to nature. So when you walk, you still interact with nature same way when you're walking it. I don't remember the name of that thing right now. Probably in my alone time, it will come back to me. But I remember this though, when people cook with wood, the different lumbers wood, when you use a wood fire, give the food a certain flavor. You guys remember that? I don't know if you guys remember when especially those who grow with some mature persons who went to the country and they use wood fire to cook, food, just like what our brothers and sisters still do in some parts of Africa. Still use the wood fire to cook food. It, I think the wood I use give the food a certain flavor than when we use the gas stove or the kerosene stove, whatever other stove we use. But when we stick closer to nature in everything we do, certain things, yeah, man, that is true. And well, to me, um, I went to up to Mavis Bank. I know Mavis Bank um, is like closer to Blue Mountain up there. I know when we up there to the point where when the sun was out up there it's nice and cold. Like a certain time in Kingston, like whether 10, 12 in the mid whether day going into the afternoon, the time in Kingston like away from what I'm trying to say is people who live more closer up Mills Bank near to the Blue Mountain up there is more cooler than we who live into the city. I realized that when I was up there, going to a little uh, excursion, and the same pimento, that was the first time I was seeing that the pimento tree. Yeah, man, I remember that, man. I remember those days when yeah, man, I remember that the nail in the pot when I put certain type of meat or so forth. I remember that, man. Back in the days when, especially like when, as I said, about St. Mary, every day we would get roti, you know, in the cooking. Whether rice and peas, the lady, she passed off years ago. She was a mature lady, short lady um, of Indian descent, Um, if she cook rice and peas, roti, I go do there. If she cook dumpling and banana and them something there, roti, I got in there too. So, and she, sorry, and she always said this, that's why it passed down to us. When we cook, we must always look out for somebody who will pass. So no matter what you cook, she always cook a certain amount of food, and one and two people pass, and she um give them food. So we still, most of us don't totally. That's why I think Jamaicans we are sympathetic towards each other, but we mustn't lose that togetherness. Um, Despite things and times might have changed, but still let us remain in a unit towards each other, because that is how Yahweh want us to live, you know, rallying around each other and thing. Because you never know, by you doing kind deeds towards someone, that person can really say, I see how it being kind to others benefited me. Like I think I was saying in my live stream last night that growing up in the city, I would see, okay, through they used to cook and share with each other. Yeah, man. I remember one day going to primary school and some bigger kids than me chased me down. And a gentleman whom I always see passing a certain road going to school, he took a different avenue and came and he rescued me from them. Because I always see people whether older than me or I'm always greet them whether morning, afternoon, night. I always greet them. So these little things that we used to do while we were younger or as kids is beneficial because you never know something can happen and then somebody say, boy, you know, some a sister that drink man because him always apart me never tell me morning yet. No, but when you do the right things, when something occurs, people are going to look out for you. Come on. I see oh certain things I'm gonna do, even now as an adult, it benefit me. Yeah. But I don't know. The younger kids them see you as an adult and instead of them greet you and I say oh, good morning or good afternoon or good night or good evening, whatever it may be, them not do that. Them are looking at your eye and not utter a word to you. So but those who pass and say something to me, I greet them. Come on, we don't feel lose away. No, but I tend to admire my African brothers them more because in the village they have to show respect to the elders them no matter what. And then now I had to study space history and they it what each other grow. Oh, okay. Wow. That sounds interesting. They exchange greens and beans, whatever they had. Okay, okay, wow. Thank you for that info, YouTube princess. Wow, fascinating. What I need to do also to my phone type error. No, that's okay. I realize that. I realize. Okay. Well, you have to do what you have to do when you're away. Then, then they're so far away from civilization. Or find a way to you know, sustain themselves out there. It's a great privilege, man, to interact with you guys, and it's quite uplifting so far. Mm, it's a joy, man, a privilege. Okay, come back. Yeah, sometimes through this place so hilly, through this place so hilly, it sometimes one or few other device them kind of act up. It's all good so far. Okay, let me see if I can go back outside. I try not to block them people there. Open the gate for them, you know. Because sometimes you know, take this thing for granted. Sometimes they don't realize it. You see them go outside, they still pick up. Yeah, man. So we come back out in the nature, yeah. Under this ackee tree. I could get a sticky see. I pick off some of them ackee in the morning. Yeah. Let's see. Ackee the on it, man. See them? See them? Ackee they up there. Yes, as me said earlier, I think tonight is Brian nights. Them have they're having some event. Brian nights supposed to be at the Constant Spring Golf Club, but I don't know how we not hear the effect. I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow night. But yeah, man, Brighton Night is here in Jamaica. He he is one of the main act for that event. Um, a few members come out mostly. Yeah, man is here Brighton Night and a couple of others, but he is the main act. I think he's been to that event, that venue before, the Constant Spring Golf Course. That's the era I'm worked in. I'm mostly up in the hills right now. I'm up in the hills, but I thought that if it's keeping tonight, we should have can hear the sound from from that vantage point. I remember when Shaggy did a event there some years ago. I was in Cherry Garden working on a compound, and we could stay right on the compound and hear the music being played from the golf course coming way up in that area. But from right here where I'm at, I'm not hearing any sound, not hearing any sound so far. Okay, yeah, man. I work over there at times over Cherry Garden, and sometimes I'm up by Old Stone Hill Road working. So I have several locations all about the place. Several locations. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple minutes. I'm just gonna do a 1 hour segment. No, I'm not. To be frank with you, L LC heard my testimony when I just started working. I've been doing this work for the past 30 years. So I have a whole lot of experience working as a security guard. I understand, trained as a lifeguard just in case you work at a location and there are pools there you can rescue persons. I've done that many times. Persons are getting into difficulty swimming, and I'm the one there to rescue them. So that's That's why I like nature, interacting with her at at the beach, at the river. I appreciate these things, and I'm always grateful and thankful. But back to you said, if I'm not scared of bad men, I'm not scared. One of them would have taken my life over 30 years ago, and on that particular night, over 30 years ago, I became a Christian. I prayed to the Most High for Him to rescue me from out of the hand of that Philistine at the time, and Yahweh did so. When that gun didn't go off, that individual pointed that gun at me and clicked it 3 times, and the gun didn't go off. And you see me right here. I'm not boasting and I'm not bragging, but I give all praises to Yahweh. And I'm always grateful when I remember these things. So I'm not afraid. I live into a volatile community in Kingston, and I'm still not afraid of them because there's somebody who is powerful than they are with us. So we have to trust into the one that sits above, looking down on us. Yeah, man. All right, me go do something for somebody. I put on the phone for a little bit. Yeah, man, I'm trying to more time to fear them. More than I wouldn't do this work if I was afraid and scared. You have to have a strong heart. Some things I'm gonna do, I must have God with me. That's why I'm gonna do them. Wait a second. I do something to somebody. I'll be back. That's it. Took longer than I expected. Yeah, man. You can use a scripture in the Bible, Excuse me. Sorry about that. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, God gives us love, power, and a sound mind. And my interpretation of that scripture is that when it comes to fear, that is not of God. So if He gives us love, power, and a sound mind, we should be brave. We should be bold. You understand? And I have no fear when I'm doing my work because I'm doing it whole soul. You understand? When I come to work, I, I don't come to jerk. I come to work for my honest bread. And some person would want to put um, more, you know, put more pressure on you where this type of work. But if you stick, hold your ground, and let them understand that your duty, show them why you're here. They will respect you for the truth, and you know. So that's it. You shouldn't be fearful as long as you perform your duty, whole soul to God and not to man. All is well. Many times, I don't think I'm the only person who feel like this. Many times I feel like you want to leave the work, but when you look and see, some people appreciate what you offer, then that kind of does something to you. Who are security officers who do this type of work? It's a risky work, but everybody couldn't do the same thing. We all couldn't be teachers and doctors or lawyers. Somebody has to do something. But come on, just go and do what we have to do, people. Go and do what we have to do. Okay, like I was away, so I don't know. Something transpired here. Somebody were praying for someone. So I was away on the phone. But I'm here, man. And thing, I want to sign off because I'm just about like 1 hour segment. And thing, but always grateful to be here with you guys. You know, manners and respect to each and every one. May Yahweh continue to bless and cover each and every one of you wherever you are in this global space. May His face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and grant you His peace, you know, and forevermore. All right. Blessings. Heart and love to you guys. So I thank you all so much, Rabban, Elsie, Born Again, YouTube Princess, for passing through, showing your boy some love and support. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'm going to never sign out until my respect, heart and love. Big up, big up, big up, and bless up. Bye. Just a 1 hour segment today, so I will come back out some awesome. I will come back out again. Understand? or 1 o'clock, I come back out. All right, cool. Thank you so much.